there's been a long process of overall that has sort of encouraged people of African descent to straighten their hair to look more like European hair. And so the natural hair care movement is kind of responding to that by articulating the stance that African hairstyles that are coarse, curly, kinky, all of those things are much more exciting, should be privileged, should be valued much more. So the industry part of it is this idea that there's this commercial part of it as well, which is that all of it, once people realize that, you know, people are sort of gravitating to this movement, it's very political, then the industrial part of it then becomes the commercialization of that. So now it's not just you wake up with the hair that you were born with, but also people who are striving for different styles, even if it isn't their natural hair. So they might wear extensions, and I have extensions in my hair right now, for example, that privilege that particular look. So it becomes more about the aesthetic of natural hair, and there's an entire industry around it. In the 60s, there was something similar with the Black Power movement, where people had these big afros and they had these big pics and movie stars and things like that. And so something similar to that has happened recently within the last 8 years or so. The women that I'm really interested in are African women who are immigrants in the U.S. And they're, all around the world, African women who have a really, really strong economic base that grows out of doing hair. And it's an interesting space because hair is supposed to traditionally be this private thing that it's done inside the home, the family, but this is a really interesting space because it's very public. So these women will braid hair either to to subsist or subsidize their income in the household, or it's their sole economy within their household or in their community. And they have, they make a lot of money at it. They're very successful at it. They become experts in it as well. People know who to go to for the right hairstyles, and it's something that is proliferated all over the world too. And I think, certainly women of African descent are doing this, but you see a lot of European women now who are also trying braids and things like that.